Hello and welcome to the News Brief for Friday, February 4th. Thanks so much for tuning in today for GSN. What's happening this week? Well, we had some nice snow and I'm looking out on it right here, and it was nice to have a couple of snow days. I think that our school staff especially appreciated taking some time. It's been a tough year, so continue to support our teachers and our staff and pray for them. And I think it was a good break for them. It was also Catholic Schools Week this week. And so I was saying Happy Catholic Schools Day to some folks because it was not much of it. But we did have a dance-a-thon today, and so that was really nice. And that's normally done in the evening, but this time it was done during the school day, and I'm very grateful to all of the parents and the staff who really worked to make it a fun day for the kids. And a large amount of money was raised for this dance-a-thon. I think they went $15,000 over their goal, which I think that means then that I have to kiss a pig. So I agreed to that. I've never kissed a pig before, but I think that's what you do as a pastor, I guess. So it's been a good week. What is happening this weekend? There is an open house for the school this weekend. It's going to be in the afternoon at 2. And so hopefully people can come to that and enjoy that. It's trivia night this Saturday. The registration is really closed, but I am looking forward to one more thing, getting back to somewhat normal. So it's not quite as big as it was, but we're just rebuilding. And not everyone is there yet. Not everyone's ready to be in a gym with a semi-crowded space. So, but I am looking forward to it. It should be a fun evening. We had a wonderful meeting. Miguel and Father Ashmore and Mary Mueller and myself and Becca Gregory, our new youth minister, had a great meeting kind of talking about some visioning and some planning. And there are many great things that she is planning for the future and things that are happening. So stay tuned for those. More information to follow soon about the various youth events. This weekend is actually also Scout Sunday, and so we will be honoring our scouts at the 10 o'clock Mass, and there'll be awards after that. So just grateful for what the scouts do for our parish and what they do for our youth, and it's a really wonderful way to build a life of virtue. So really excited to celebrate that this weekend, and I'm very grateful for all of our scouts. We had our parish council meeting last night. A couple things of note. You might have heard that there is this synod of synodality that's happening around the world, and the Pope is really wanting to hear from the people and hear what's going on. You know, I think that in the United States, we tend to be pretty good at this idea of having councils and meetings and synods, if you will. We don't usually use that word of a synod, but we do tend to be fairly consultative in the United States, in the parishes of the United States, perhaps more than some parishes around the world. And so this is not entirely new to us, but it is a chance for us to kind of get a feel for what's going on. You know, one of the agenda items that is on the parish council agenda every month is, what are we hearing? And so I asked the parish council members to let me know and let the council know kind of things. What's the scuttlebutt? What's going on out in the parish? Because I'm often the last to hear of what's going on. So the same kind of model is, you know, what are people saying? What's happening out there? We want to know those things. Also, if you do not know our parish council, the pictures are up on the Good Shepherd website, so that can be a contact. If you know any of those people, feel free to contact them. And there's also an email to contact parish council directly. So we talked about that. We also talked a bit about the planning for the 50th anniversary of our parish. We've got a good plan of what we want to accomplish here in the next year, and there'll be more information to follow. But 2023 is our 50th anniversary for Good Shepherd. We were officially canonically established in 1973. Our first Mass was in 1972, actually in December of 1972, but it wasn't officially a parish until 1973. So that'll be our big celebration all year long. We've got a good plan for what that's going to look like. We will be doing our call to share in Pew Appeal this weekend. So if you have not yet had a chance to contribute to the Archbishop's call to share, I ask you to do so. I just did it myself this week, actually, so I was a little bit behind. That can sometimes happen. I imagine that might be the case for you as well. But I really do ask you to support the Archbishop's call to share, even if it's through prayer and even if it's not through a huge monetary amount. There are, as I often say, even if we don't agree with everything that's on the agenda of the call to share, I think that we can agree with probably most of it, if not all of the ministries that are supported. And again, call to share supports ministries directly. It does not go to this big archdiocesan kitty, to support whatever else, but it goes to ministries. And so to have effective ministries in our diocese, we need the support for Call to Share. So I support that because I believe in the ministries of Call to Share. We are starting up the New House collection for victims of domestic violence. So that starts up, actually, as it says right here, February 5th. So you can support New House as well. And then I will be here this weekend, but I won't be here the following weekend. I'll be on vacation. Nice to take a little bit of time away during these winter months. But here's the really exciting part. It's a sign of things getting back to normal because Father Jim White will be here, also known as Father Egg White, right? Because he brings the eggs. So whatever happens with those eggs, he is scheduled to be here. I mean, things can happen, but he will be scheduled to be here the weekend of the 12th and the 13th for the 5, 8, and 10 o'clock masses. So I know people love seeing Father Jim, so we welcome him back. So not this weekend, but the following weekend. That's Super Bowl Sunday. Sadly, the Chiefs will not be playing, but I'm excited for the Bengals, so go Bengals. It's been a long time since they've been able to go. I hope that you have a blessed week. I hope that it's filled with all kinds of blessings and that God is good and it is good to be able to be together, to worship together, to pray together. And so thanks so much for tuning into GSN. We'll see you next week.